Hey there, thanks for joining me in this video. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing so we can stay connected. Okay, so here is how this video came to be. We're all living through a pretty crazy time right now with the whole coronavirus situation. So first of all, I hope that you are staying safe and being there for your family and friends. All right, so I got a text message the other day from my friend Kel, and it said, idea for you. Make some videos about how people can take advantage of their time in crisis. And honestly, I wasn't sure if I really wanted to do this kind of video, but he said, listen, people need some positivity right now. And then a couple hours later, I was reading an email from Tim Ferriss, and he asked the question, imagine that you and your family go into self-quarantine for the next 1 to 3 months. What might you do to make it as enjoyable or productive of a time as possible? So I thought, okay, maybe I will share my thoughts because I definitely have some ideas. In fact, I facilitate a program called Inspired Action, and the whole purpose is for participants to focus on what they can accomplish over the next 30 days. We keep it simple, 30 days. And most of the people come because they have a dream or a passion project they've been thinking about and talking about. They say they want to pursue it, but they don't. And one of the most common excuses why we don't do those things that we say we really want to do is lack of time. Well, if we have to stay inside and be away from people for a little while, we now have the gift of time. So we can decide to either use that time by binge watching shows on Netflix or scrolling through social media, or we can do something way more productive that will actually help us get better and enhance our life. If you're looking to be more productive during a self-quarantine situation, here are 5 ideas to consider. Number 1, start a business, side hustle, or passion project. If you've been thinking about starting a business or a side project of any kind, now might be the perfect time to get started. And if you're thinking, how much can I really accomplish in 30 days? Honestly, you'd be surprised at how much you can do when you actually put in the work, when you just get started. Have you ever heard of or attended Startup Weekend? Oh my gosh, it is such a great time. It's a weekend where aspiring entrepreneurs, designers, marketers, and other creatives, they come together and literally start a business over a weekend. One weekend. So I have been part of one, and it was incredible to watch people pull something together in 54 hours. An entire business. Well, the start of an entire business in 54 hours. So obviously it depends on the type of business that you want or passion project that you want to do. But think about it. With all the resources we have available, it's easier than ever to start something online. You could create an online course, start a consulting company, or sell your service. You could find a product and sell online. You could start a podcast or a blog or, sell your art. Whatever. The possibilities are endless. And with all of the online resources available to us, including access to a lot of really great freelancers to help us execute on our ideas, it's a really exciting time to start something you've always wanted to. Number 2, create something worth waiting for. I speak to so many people who want to start a blog or write a book, do stand-up comedy, or maybe even write poetry. Well, take some time to work on your craft and give yourself a goal or a deadline. Tell yourself you're committed to actually sharing your work in 30 to 60 days. This is going to help you create excitement about the project, and it also holds you accountable. Because think about it, if you commit to performing stand-up comedy in 30 days, you're going to be way more motivated to sit down and write because, hey, you know that you're going to be going up in front of a crowd and you want to do well. And I know that comedians, they get to practice on stage night after night. It's how they get so good. But even though you might be stuck at home, you can practice your bits by leveraging social media. Invite your friends to join you live. You can live stream for a practice performance so they can give you feedback on your act. Number 3, learn a new skill. Have you ever wanted to play the piano or learn a new language or become a better negotiator? Or maybe you want to discover what it takes to be really great at online marketing. Well, there is definitely a course for that. Places like Udemy and Skillshare make it so easy to find courses for pretty much anything. Plus, of course, you can always learn so much simply by going to YouTube videos. There are also so many awesome content creators that have their own courses. In fact, the e-learning market is projected to surpass $300 billion by 2025. So crazy, right? So getting back to idea number 1, that might be a great business for you to consider. I've invested in a lot of different online courses over the years, and last year I invested in Masterclass. So I have unlimited access to courses from some incredible instructors. I've already learned about comedy from Judd Apatow, writing from Malcolm Gladwell, storytelling from Neil Gaiman, business strategy and leadership from Bob Iger, and I just started watching The Art of Negotiation with Chris Voss. I've learned so much and I'm so happy that I made this investment. So what skill have you always wanted to learn? Find a course and get after it. Number 4, reevaluate your priorities. How often do you take time to think about your dreams? Are you spending so much time just, checking things off your to-do list and running around everywhere that you've forgotten why you're doing it? You've forgotten why you're spending all this time just hustling all the time and getting all this stuff done. Taking time to reevaluate your priorities is so important. In fact, Bill Gates does this twice a year during what he calls Think Week. He goes into a cabin in the woods for a full week. No technology, no distractions. He reads great books and articles, and he just thinks about the future. When we allow ourselves to sit in silence, our true feelings, they show up, and it helps us to gain clarity around what's truly important. And if we're brave enough to actually listen to ourselves, it can help guide us to doing the things that we know that we should be doing in order to become the person that we're meant to be. Number 5, reconnect with family and friends. Just because you can't leave your house doesn't mean you can't stay connected. In fact, it's the perfect time to plan something like a virtual coffee or lunch. Invite a group of your friends to a video Zoom call, and everyone can enjoy their lunch together while they catch up. You can also even turn it into a fun mastermind situation and talk about your goals and the things that you're working on and how you can support each other. Like I said, I hope you're staying safe and being positive during this challenging time. And I hope you found some of these ideas inspiring so they can help you stay productive. I would love to hear from you. Comment below and share what you would do to make your time as productive as possible. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. I would also love for you to subscribe so we can stay connected. I will see you next time.